The meeting in the forest one evening, a young knight named Raymondin was riding through a dark forest, his heart heavy with grief. He had just suffered a terrible accident. While hunting with his uncle, he had accidentally killed him in a tragic mistake. Filled with sorrow and fear, he wandered aimlessly under the moonlight. As he reached a fountain deep in the woods, he saw a woman standing by the water. She was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen, with golden hair, pale skin, and eyes that sparkled like the stars. "Why do you look so troubled, my lord?" she asked in a voice as soft as the wind. Raymondin, mesmerized, told her of his misfortune. The woman, who introduced herself as Mélusine, comforted him. She promised to guide him out of the forest and help him reclaim his honor and fortune. There was only one condition. If he wished to marry her, he must never seek to see her on Saturdays. Blinded by love, Raymondin agreed without hesitation. A fairy tale life Mélusine kept her promise. With her wisdom and mysterious power, she helped Raymondin become one of the wealthiest and most powerful lords in France. She built magnificent castles, including the Grand Lusignan castle, seemingly overnight. The couple was blessed with many children, but some of them were born with strange features. One had a lion's paw, another had a single red eye, and some bore signs of something supernatural. Despite this, Raymondin loved Mélusine deeply and never questioned her secret. But the whispers of others began to creep into his mind. The forbidden secret for years, Raymondin kept his promise. But curiosity and jealousy gnawed at him. His family and nobles whispered that no normal woman could have built such castles or given birth to such unusual children. One fateful Saturday, unable to resist any longer, he crept toward Mélusine's private chamber. Peering through the keyhole, he gasped in horror. There, in the bath, Mélusine was half human, half serpent. Her lower body had transformed into a gigantic shimmering tail, coiling in the water. Raymondin staggered back in shock. His wife was a creature of legend. The betrayal and the curse Mélusine, sensing she had been seen, burst into tears. "You have broken your word," she whispered. "Now I must leave you forever." Raymondin begged for her forgiveness, but the damage was done. Mélusine's fate was sealed. As she fled from the castle, she let out a sorrowful cry and transformed fully into a great winged serpent. She flew into the sky, circling the castle one last time before vanishing into the wind. From that day forward, she was never seen in human form again. The aftermath and the legend's legacy, even after her disappearance, Mélusine's spirit lingered. It was said that before the fall of any Lusignan ruler, a mournful wail could be heard echoing through the halls of the castle, the ghostly cry of Mélusine mourning her lost family. Some legends say that Mélusine still watches over her descendants, her spirit tied to the land she helped build. Even today, the story of Mélusine remains one of the most famous French legends, a tale of love, betrayal, and the impossibility of keeping secrets from fate. What the story teaches. The Legend of Mélusine is a warning about trust and broken promises. It tells us that love must be built on honesty and that some secrets, once revealed, can never be undone.